declare war on the Underdark.
All right, good luck.
The whole thing. All at the same time.
Okay, what did you declare war on? Asia. Okay.
It'll work out great. First thing do, wait until November before I invade.
And then start a land war.
Yep. Inconceivable.
Thank you.
Oh, we must be live because I see a howdy.
All right, we got to kill Darth Tyron. And howdy is against the rules.
So it seems like it's been forever, but actually it's just been 2 weeks.
Yes.
What just happened?
Yeah, we just did a little jump over.
Yeah.
It's been forever for me. I've been recording my brains out.
Mm-hmm.
Fun factoid, for those of you who don't watch my Twitter, I discovered something a few days ago. No, seriously. YouTube does not allow you to upload videos more than 2 years in advance.
Well, that seems short-sighted.
Yeah,
How are you supposed to plan anything?
I had to stop at September 2022. And I have videos that go past that will be going live past that. And I'm just sitting on them like, well.
I guess you have to have a schedule for your upload schedule now.
Right?
Yep.
So you could still upload them, just like private them?
I could not schedule them. And once they're uploaded, you can't schedule them. You'd have to delete and then re-upload to set it to schedule, which is why I'm not doing that.
That's extra dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, bummer.
Good to see they're still a user-friendly platform. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Have you seen the new Guido? I know you've seen the new upload system. I hate the new upload interface.
So annoying.
Ground up. Yeah, it's terrible. There's nothing good about it, and it's worse than the old one in literally every way. In fact, to go to that whole setting up stuff in advance thing, you can't upload multiple videos in one queue anymore. You have to upload, do all the info for the one video, and then hit minimize, then start the next upload and do all the info, and then hit and just manually go through every individual thing.
Great. So someone thought that would be a fantastic idea and be much more intuitive. That's great.
Yeah. Listen, it's great because it takes longer.
Mm-hmm.
They do that thing, I don't know what it's called, where there's more interface, so it takes longer to load every action.
Oh,
instead of just being.
It's called bloat.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is more bloat.
It really is.
Yeah, it's bloatware in your web browser.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
Hi, Shadow Machine. Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't get the news, Shadow Machine. I start streaming tomorrow. So what were we doing? So we were
we're running out of air.
Oh yes, we're running out of air, and there's the room.
We found a door.
And the Earth Elemental is like currently trying to go through hell, its own personal hell, to get us out of here.
Right.
And I'm not over there. I'm actually up here somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly.
Yeah, we're down in the basement.
And
Maybe you said it. Yep.
Wow.
Someone.
Really
I know you pulled the door open.
Yeah, I
so
feel
you're
like it was
probably
me.
there.
That's certainly my thing.
That sounds like a you thing.
Hey, there's a door. Bam! All right, what's in there?
Well, if you recall, this door had the image of Jubilex on it.
That's right, I do.
You are in what is, you've now discovered, is pretty obviously a Netherese facility. When I say facility, more like a laboratory of some sort, maybe a personal wizard's laboratory, something. Maybe an alchemist, who knows? And this seems to be it is kind of hidden, but for what purposes, who knows? You had discovered some essentially demonic infusion research being done here. You decided to pretty much destroy the equipment there, with the exception of taking rubbings of the documents and whatever items you could there. You took a few hours to do that. And then you came down here and opened the door, and that's where we left off.
You have like some kind of filter over the table?
I do.
Change the lighting, I know that.
Yeah, the lighting's, well, unfortunately, it got reset when the thing crashed.
It's kind of neon with the colors.
Let me see. Here, let me do this.
Oh, that's better.
Oh,
Well, that's no filter.
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Well, Okay.
Well, it was on gradient before. I just changed it back to gradient now.
Which one was here to slay Shadow Machine? I'm sorry, I've been super in depth in recording.
Maybe a little too intense. Let's see.
Oh, yeah,
You can put some sunglasses on. It's fine.
All right, is that good?
I can
Yeah,
see
that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the textures didn't load for these rubble piles. All right. Well, it's not full plastic or anything. It's supposed to be rubble. The textures didn't load.
Okay.
And so, what are the gazebos again? No, I'm just.
Oh, they're going to attack you.
Sweet. I go start fighting the gazebo immediately.
Gazebo assassin.
It's like a ogre assassin. You'll never see him coming.
It's true.
Uh-oh. What happened, Bregman? I see something about a sub.
Yeah, I don't know. Which
I
is
don't know.
like, hey, I'd also wait. Can we also have bloatware? We can. Yay!
Where do I sign up? Here's my email address.
All right. So here's what you see when you open up the door.
Bunch of gazebos.
You see a bunch of pillars that have the name gazebos laid over them.
Okay.
A bunch of pillars holding up this or supporting this very large room. And this room is inundated with phasers. It is rolling and casting a purplish green light over
God.
everything around here.
I go eat this mushroom. Yeah, don't cast anything. Don't
Get the percentile out. It's going to be one of those nights.
Oh, I'm casting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, I
Please,
guarantee-
there we go. There we go.
And it casts enough light, enough multicolor light that you can see around the room for the most part, although it's still dim. This is obviously some sort of ritual / experimentation room taken to the extreme compared to what was upstairs. You see different types of cages in here that are meant to hold either small creatures or medium creatures very uncomfortably. You might want to, before you step on that.
It's a pressure plate. Just saying.
Yeah, they're very.
for some reason it's not doing
I'll get to
anything.
that in just a second. We're going big to small here.
Hang on. Let me just. Come on. It's not.
It's a
It's not
jump
doing
pad.
anything, guys.
Oh God.
There's bits of rubble around here from the ceiling, the walls, and such. This place is in fairly bad repair. There's even some mushrooms that are growing up in here. There is slime coating every surface. I don't mean just like, the little icky slime that you see, just glistening in some places. It's actually like the slime you would see, on an ooze or something like that. It's just gooped around this area. You can barely see the floor in some places. There are some supplies, and it looks like there's some desks that have been in active use over here at the far end because they're not covered. They've actually been wiped off. And in the center, casting a green light, which used to be working before my thing crashed, there is something that is very, very reminiscent of the greenish portals that you have seen several times, except this one is absolutely tiny, maybe the size of my fist.
Now, I hate to ask this first, but do my demonic senses ping me anywhere in particular? I mean, it's probably all over the place, but is there like a focal point?
In here, there's nothing that's strong enough to be a focal point. It's just inundating this area. And this place does also smell slightly of sulfur as well.
Ooh, delicious.
Which is a pretty good sign that there is some demonic influence here. Or it could just, be leaking out through the portal. Who knows?
So I'm gonna be like, I turned to the other guys like, so it's green.
Thank you, Data.
And I'm also gonna go over here and casual.
Try it again. Nope.
Oh my God.
There it is.
It's still, okay, whatever. I'm gonna casually go up next to the pillar and just kind of lean on it. And I want to just, I'm actually trying to see if I can subtly, quietly, any demonic power just out of the walls.
Okay, that's got slime on it, so you're gonna go.
I know.
Ew.
Okay, so you go splat.
Yep.
Feels nasty. Feels icky. Burns a little bit. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Tastes like burning.
Yes.
Where's my D20? Where is my D20? Oh God, I don't have a D20. Where's the D20?
Oh, it's an automatic failure then. No.
No, wait. I'll just roll mine. Okay. Perceptions. That's gonna be a 19, I think.
19. Okay.
Yep.
So you're sniffing around. You're like, I know there's got to be something good somewhere around here.
Where is it? What's it?
So the slime itself is not even going to be filling, although it's got like that slight tint. Maybe if you gathered everything up. Yeah, really.
Why does it burn my throat so bad?
Your senses as you peer around and just sense around direct you to like a few places, and they're just ever so slightly higher than the other ones. First of all, of course, the tiny little portal, if you could even call it that here, and something that your senses see on the other side of the room moving slightly around on the table over here, just ever so slightly, almost like undulating. I don't know how you're supposed to say that.
At this point, I'm like, oh God, there's slime on my hand. I totally didn't notice until now.
Spooked.
Is anyone else coming into the room of death with me? I'm just scared. I mean, you don't have to. I got this.
No, I thought we were going by like you entered first. That's what you see, and then I enter, and the description's already been made.
Yeah, I was just giving you a chance to, do your thing.
I'm gonna like casually roam this way as we like explore this room.
Describe casually. I'm trying to get a headspace of this.
I'm just kind of doing the saunter.
He does the thing where he whistles and steps like 10 feet in front of
Okay,
him.
good. Because that's what I'm picturing in my head. I'm like, that seems kind of out of place because there should be no one here but us. But hey,
yeah. Now I'm just moving. There does seem to be some active slimes in these. This one's supposed to be in a cage.
Uh-oh.
The cage just fell off. Sorry, hold on.
I immediately start punching the slime.
They're like little tiny greenish, or maybe the light's just making them green, oozes that are not really doing a whole lot. They're just sitting in cages. They seem to be a little bit different than the ones that you've seen before, because they seem to have, for lack of a better term, a skeletal structure.
I was going to say, how do you cage a slime? That doesn't make any, but now it does.
Well, yeah. You've seen the slimes in World of Warcraft, how they kind of have that skull head. It's kind of like that, except these things are tiny. And they've got a couple other things, like some various arm bones, fingers, that kind of stuff.
Should I make the silent green joke, or does someone else want to?
Go. Yep.
It's people.
I'm not going to try tasting them. So
exactly.
Yeah. So I'm going to reach out, grab a little bit of the slime, and go.
Oh,
okay.
Don't.
There's definitely a bit of demonic stuff coming from these, like. When you encountered the other oozes before, they were natural, not demonic. These kind of have the tinge to them.
Okay. I'm not actually eating them. I'm not quite that stupid.
Yeah, I didn't figure you would. Probably would not taste good either.
Yeah. Still sauntering. Super casual.
Yeah. Dawnbringer's doing this thing where she's like hyperventilating again as you come in here.
What's on this book?
What is it, girl? Timmy's in the well?
Do you happen to be able to read Draconic?
Actually, I might. Hang on. Nope, I am wrong. Does anyone here? I'll actually say.
Wait,
does anyone here read Draconic?
No, but I thought a monk of Bahamut would maybe
listen.
Read Draconic.
That explains so much because he's like, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. It keeps asking me to do stuff, but I don't know what he's saying.
What he's talking about. Whatever. I tried. I'm doing my best. Hail Bahamut. I'm out.
Yeah,
he's mad all the time.
You recognize the script as Draconic, but of course you can't.
I can't read. Hey, Liam, do you know Draconic? Being the mage, who should know Draconic?
Well, he can do that ritual
I'll actually
to
be
learn
astonished
languages.
if you don't know Draconic. You're a mage.
Well, it's a little more rare than you think.
I could do the language ritual again, but no, I don't know it.
That's up to you at that point. Oh well, pocket the book. Seriously, we're taking it with us.
Okay. This looks like it's been recently used. recently written in.
Yeah, let me just pull it up and start randomly reading pages. Let's see.
You see a few illustrations that look like arcane
Lotto,
symbols, and
Baratu.
it looks like make an investigation check.
Make a what check, sir?
Intelligence investigation.
That's a +0, so that'll be an 8.
Okay, yeah, this is a wizard's book, even with
The wizard book.
heads and tails of it.
Here, Liam. I
I'll-
give it to you.
I'll take that.
Don't play with it.
Yeah. Now that you're closer here, you can kind of see what this thing has that's been throbbing on the desk. There's a vial, and there's a tiny, even smaller than those other slimes in it, that seems to be exploring the confines of its
Oh, hey, what's
vial. It's stoppered.
this? Huh. I sense great demonic power from this.
Yeah, and this thing actually has this little tiny slime. That's actually pretty powerful. You're sensing a lot of stuff.
I am super going to try to absorb this thing.
Okay.
The question is, so the first thing, to be safe, I'm going to try to absorb it through the glass, which I'm sure is not going to work, but just in case.
Does not.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, I have to unleash hell here to absorb it.
What?
What?
Don't worry about it. No, I hold up the jar, and I'm like, so this is a huge nexus of demonic power, right? But I can't get it through the glass, so I need to let it out.
Are we aware of?
I've done it openly. In fact, if you remember last session, I asked you guys if you were okay with me attempting to absorb some stuff that was in the other lab, and you said no, so I went ahead and didn't do it.
Right,
been
but
pretty
coming
open
back
about it.
around to what part of that is a good idea for
No,
anyone other than
Do you have any idea how much power is in this thing? Listen, feel this. Here, Dawnbreaker.
Does Dawnbringer have any sort of reaction to it?
Yeah, see?
I'm going to say that's probably a
Uncorrupting.
hard pass on that one.
Oh, that's a good point. We should destroy it. Smash. No.
Ever seen Flubber? No.
Oh God. All right. Fine.
Seen in Men in Black.
So I'm gonna roll
Yeah,
stealth
exactly.
really quick here.
What are you trying to roll stealth to do?
I'm
Back when
trying to
the
roll
hands come
stealth
to
to
you.
backpack this.
Oh, maybe sleight of
slime.
hand.
So, well, I don't. I think I just have dex on that. Hang on, let me check.
Yeah.
Dexterity, sleight of hand.
Why not? Maybe we shove it through the portal in the middle of the room.
Not really big enough, actually.
Oh, I just got kicked out.
Uh-oh. Is it crashing again?
Well, see, that's how much power it has. It,
It
actually
has so
removed
much
him
power,
completely from the
Kicked me
game.
out of the game.
So, opening it is clearly a bad idea.
Yeah, that the other people in chat are complaining that games have just crashed.
Well, still in for the moment.
So, could it fit into the tiny hole thing, Third?
Not really. So we're talking about like a I don't know what the proper term is, but like a fat bottom vial, basically. And the portal opening is probably about 1 inch wide.
Oh wow, okay. We could try to squeeze it down, and that would.
Well, the other
releasing it.
downside is if we try and like shove it through, we could end up opening the portal wider, which is probably another bad
yeah.
idea. So bad idea on top of bad idea.
Well, while I figure out what to do with this stupid thing, does someone want to do a roll to figure out what that portal is or where it goes?
I'm going to do a religion check to see if it's a portal to hell.
Okay.
It's kind of a long shot on that, but 10.
A 10?
Yeah, so probably not.
Hell, I'll roll at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
Shoot, give me a second. That's worse than 10. It's a 2.
There's a good chance, but where exactly, what layer, etc., not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
Probably goes to
Hell
one
or
of
abyss?
the worst outer planes.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's just an outer plane and we don't know where. Jeez. Hey Liam, could you check this portal out, please? Because we apparently have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, the label says Abaddon. Is that bad?
Ah!
What am I looking for?
Just what's this portal? Where's it
Arcane?
go? Anything?
Oh, it'd be an Arcana check.
Just give us something to go off.
I can do arcane.
Mhm.
Okay. That's a 10.
Oh my god!
We are the dumbest
We know
investigators
nothing.
ever.
Yeah,
Everybody's sitting around there like, well, they go somewhere.
Well, it's a portal.
No, he should totally BS it. Like, it definitely
Just totally
goes
sell it.
to.
Just because you can, Dombringer is going to roll.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a portal to hell. We must destroy it.
Oh, actually,
Right.
that's not a bad. Bupido is with us, isn't he?
No, you specifically told him not to come.
Right. Who is with us?
Well, Ront is kind of at the
here.
door.
He's like,
Not sure about
Where's
this.
this go, Ron?
no, he'll
Oh yeah, because clearly he's gonna know. All right,
Slop,
hold on.
slop,
Let me
slop,
roll
slop.
for that.
Cannot
Okay.
be worse than us. He can't.
You rolled a 17.
I told you he cannot be
Damn
worse
it.
than us.
He says, this looks a lot like the one that was back there in the jail.
Yeah, thanks, Ront.
Probably goes to the same place. Smells the same.
Oh, I did not smell that. Very insightful. Thank you, Ront. Damn it. I hand him Dawnbringer. You are clearly the wielder of this magic now.
Oh, thank you.
Exactly.
No, he holds it by the blade and uses it as a
As a
bludgeoning
club.
weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're holding light, but somehow you are.
Yep.
Look. He rolled a 17.
He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know he can't do it.
He's an orc.
That's why.
Hey, viewers at home, do you think I should accidentally trip and drop the jar?
Why do you ask those questions?
I'm just wondering.
You're asking for permission to do something bad.
I mean, look, I'm just wondering.
Someone else told me to do it, therefore it's okay.
Yeah. It'd be like
Look, I just
asking
need
if
permission.
if Liam should go ahead and just cast a spell. Any
That's a
spell
good
at this
question.
point.
Hey, Liam, you should cast identify. Or actually, no,
Oh,
isn't there
God.
actually an identify portal spell?
Well, there's also like detect magic, which is
Oh.
a spell, and basically anything that's a spell. His prestidigitation would kill us all right now.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
you
think
should make some.
No, the cantrips don't trigger it.
Oh, I thought everything. Okay, I thought any kind of magic in the
Nope.
right situation. Okay,
Oh god, that means like the strongest. What's your highest level spell rate?
don't do that.
I'm just wondering.
I could do dispel magic.
Oh, on the
That has a
portal.
great connotation to it.
Oh, actually, just as FYI, there is a planar rangers are the ones who can identify portals,
Aha.
Oh, so it actually is a skill.
like just as an ability.
Sure.
I don't actually know what the wizard version would be though. I mean, obviously a spell of some sort. But
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna go get like there's got to be like a tube or a vial somewhere in this room.
oh yeah, this looks like an active laboratory, like somebody's been doing. I mean, there's even some more stuff, books and stuff over
So
here.
I'm
All
gonna
very
get a
interconnected.
vial, gather a little bit of one of the oozes,
Mhm.
and pour it into the hole.
Okay. So you grab a bit of the ooze, and it does not protest. And you
And then I go
like pour it into the hole,
Mhm.
and it kind of gloops down in there, and like it kind of gets along the edges of it, but then it seems to correct itself, and then just kind of zip through the little 1-inch opening,
Okay.
and disappears into it.
Thank you for that host, Elsing.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So I could do the identify spell as a ritual,
Mhm.
but I'd have to be touching the portal the whole time.
There's the ticket. There's the ticket.
That sounds like. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to stealthily, like I'm pouring it in, and I'm just gonna like as I'm resting my hand to pour it in, I'm just gonna casually like let my hand hit the portal.
Yep. Actually, Mark. Yeah, I was going to say, Mark. Please make a wisdom save.
Yes, awesome. Here we go.
Oh,
Ready?
God.
Yes.
Oh damn, that's actually
Yeah.
really good. That's a 20.
A 20. Okay. You feel some fuzzies in your mind as you're doing this, but
Yeah, that's
there's no effect that you can tell.
So I want to see if I can draw any demonic energy from this to see if it's demonic or hell.
Okay.
Hell,
So it's like sucking it. So you don't no save at the moment because it's like sucking it through a straw.
Okay. So,
So you're just like, yeah.
it's super unsatisfying, and it's just. There's
You ever get like the milkshake or something where it just gets stuck and you're just
yes, and it's just.
Oh yeah.
that's kind of what it's like.
So
It'll eventually.
So as I'm you know, I examined the slime and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this does actually go to the abyss. I'm 99% certain. Oh no, I broke the glass jar. I really want to let that thing out. We could beat it. We're in decent shape.
What's everybody's
Running
passive
out of air.
perception, by chance?
Well,
Perception?
The air,
Passive perception, yes.
13 or 3,
14?
I forget which it is. Yeah, 13.
I'm going to write this down like right now because I know I ask this every time. Mark, you said yours was 13?
13, yes. I mean, the air problem's already being worked on. There's no exit here, unless you want to go through the hole.
Well,
Probably
not
air over there of
specifically.
some sort.
Yeah.
Actually, that's an interesting idea. You mentioned the smell of sulfur. Is that coming from the hole?
It's definitely stronger in the hole, but there's like the lingering scent around this area.
So no.
So it's there's either something else producing it, or it's just been open for quite some time. It just permeated everything.
My kingdom for a tricorder.
Yeah, no kidding. Just like as
Um,
one of the characters in my Star Trek game will just not stop scanning everything. You
Look,
walk into a room, I scan it.
Well, yeah. Probably
I mean,
a
that is
science
what they do
officer.
on Star Trek.
It's a science
That is
officer,
fully
yeah.
in characters.
Yeah.
I'll never
Agreed.
forget. I got a really quick segue. I'll never forget the first episode of Voyager ever, Caretaker, and 8 or 9 people are all walking around like this for an entire scene with their all of them with their tricorder, every single one of them.
What do we do with the extras? I don't know. I'll give them these and tell them to walk
The
around.
tricorders and tell them to walk. Yeah, exactly. It's just that doesn't work
Look,
that way.
It's called a tricorder. You need at least 3 of them for it to work, okay?
You gotta triangulate.
It's not a bicorder. It's not a quarter.
No,
It's a tricorder.
You're right. You're right.
Damn it, man. It's in the name.
It's really bad back in the old days with like the octaqorters.
Oh God, yeah, those big old like things that are like this big.
The days it would take. Okay.
Sorry, Tastin and Liam, what were your passive perceptions?
Mine's 14.
Just 14. Liam?
13.
13. Okay.
Thank you for that
Perfect.
sub, Platty. I greatly
Platty.
appreciate that. And welcome.
Yeah. So.
Everybody hears this.
Uh-huh.
So there's somebody else walking in here. You hear the clap, slap, slap of footsteps, and you do a quick look around, and everybody that you know of who's come into this room is present in your sight and not moving around.
Is there
It sounds
slime on
like-
the floors?
I'm sorry?
Is there slime on the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
It sounds like it's someone walking slowly over here by the portal, obviously trying not to be heard because they're walking slowly, but you know, it's hard when it's goopy.
I'm going to raise Dawnbringer and crank up the light.
Have you ever played Mortal Kombat? Third,
Some of them.
or I guess a lot of fighting games do. This was the first one that came to mind. Back forward high kick, which is the and I just lunge over there with my foot in front of me, like a big rocket propelled.
Okay, so the light in the room suddenly like illuminates brightly as you just over there.
Like no
In all
pause.
seriousness, I'm basically doing a lunging attack just in this.
Oh,
direction.
okay.
That's
Well,
not actually a joke.
Key,
you go around the corner and there's a man in wizard robes.
Immediate grapple check.
Oh, man.
Okay, there's an old man in what looks like Netherese style wizard robes.
Old man, frail man, brittle man.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna make it so he can't. So what I want to, I got a 17. Do I succeed?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to like bind his hands so he can't do whatever that.
He's the
component
janitor.
is. And I want to bind his mouth really quick too, so he can't do any speaking components.
Okay, so you grab that real quick. As a side note, grapple normally can't prevent spellcasting, but in this instance, I know, just saying for in combat purposes.
I say.
You
Wait,
grab
can I
him.
break someone's hands in combat to make them stop casting?
It's a bit extreme and dark.
I'm just wondering. It's a valid question.
We'll come to that.
When Liam turns on me, I need to have a plan.
When?
Okay.
Wow.
If it comes to that, we'll get to it.
Like he's Superman, I'm Batman. I need my kryptonite. Okay.
He looks strangely composed because of what's happening to him. But
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
yeah, he struggles for just a second, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, this is happening," and then he relaxes, and he relaxes his grip, and he looks up at you, like, now what?
What species is he?
Looks human. I mean,
It's not a good sign.
He's got like a gray beard type, long beard. Well, I mean, you never can tell. Like maybe half elf or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's got a long gray beard. He's dressed like, and I said a wizard, but like this is the very image of a wizard. As a matter of fact, you've seen people dressed like this in the various depictions on the various Netherese places you've been to.
Okay. So I'm just gonna drag him out. I'm gonna be pseudo gentle about it.
Okay.
Drag. I'm not
This
gonna
is
be
interesting
like
as
grab
you're a
his hair and
dwarf.
rape. Yeah. Oh god, I am a dwarf. I forgot about
That's
that.
true.
So
he's kind of stooped down.
yeah, I grabbed him. So he's down here.
Yeah, it's great
I'm
for
like,
posture.
And I look up at him. You know what? Whatever. And I just hoist him over my shoulder.
Okay.
And I just carry him back.
So now your fireman's carrying.
Yep, fireman style. And
All right, so
got a
Mark
mage.
comes out with Netherese wizard.
I found this.
And the wizard looks up, and he doesn't say anything, but he just looks pleadingly at the rest of the party, like, do something.
You want me to rip his head off?
Ron says, I can help with that.
Ron,
no,
help me
not
rip his
yet.
head off. You hold his body. I'll grab the skull, and we'll just kind of both pull at the same time.
He says, please don't.
I'm just messing with you here. I look around. I'm like, and I want to like set him down deliberately right next to Taston so that he's right next to Dawnbringer, basically.
Okay.
So I want Dawnbringer as part of that thing. So
Okay. I got disconnected.
no. Yep, I see
Well,
the disconnect thing.
Hell.
Let me recreate. Yep, everybody got disconnected. The chat's going crazy.
Damn it. Oh, there goes. Yep. Damn it, tabletop.
You had one
Anyway.
job.
We don't need the tabletop.
So
for this.
yeah, I'm gonna plump him down right next to Dawnbringer.
Okay. Yeah, Dawnbringer is just turned up to full brightness at this point. And you notice that he's not blinking despite there being a massive light source in front of him. Like, he's not really affected by it.
Guys, I think he might be evil.
Yes, he's not trying.
Yeah. He's super okay with this Netherese artifact that I deliberately put him next to just to test that.
Okay, well, can we ask him his name?
Where's testing?
He says without anyone even saying anything, he says, my name? Well, I'm Damn Breath.
That sounds like a drow name. I think we should take you over to our friends.
No, not Drow. And you notice that he seems to be having trouble speaking, almost like he's not spoken common in quite some time, or is not familiar with it. It's not Drow, no.
I'm gonna ask in Elven. What the heck is this place?
So he obviously understands you, but you can tell he's a little bit distasteful of the fact that you're speaking Elven.
Oh, give me those hands. Let's. We're gonna break this finger and then this finger.
But he looks over to you and he responds in very, very good Elven. He says, "This is my laboratory, and by the way, that thing that you put in your backpack, I wouldn't. I'd be careful." Oh. It's incomplete, not perfected yet.
I don't know
What
you're
is
talking
it?
about. I totally didn't do a sleight of hand to get this thing.
Well, they're both speaking in Elven.
Oh,
Well,
of
that's
course,
true.
right?
That's
Yeah,
true. Can
that
either
makes
of you-
sense.
Oh, Liam, you could probably.
I don't speak on.
Oh, wow. No, okay. I am going to immediately switch back to commons. Sorry about that. I forgot you guys don't speak Elven. I'm trying to reach out to this dude. He's a weird.
Well, I mean, he's a little bit offset because you did run over and grab him. But
he was sneaking around, and also we're
It's
having
his
an error
lab.
problem. We are having an air problem. That is a ticking clock.
By the way, he did look clean before, and now he's got like slime all over him.
Sorry, dude. I apologize.
Wonder why.
I'll prestidigitate really quick and clean his robes.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Little
You,
courtesy.
please make a wild magic roll.
Oh, come on. Even for
I knew it.
On the cantrip?
prestidigitation?
Yes,
Wow. It's got to be a really thick.
it is bad in here.
Oh, wow.
I knew that. And this is how it starts.
Yep. We're all dead. This is it. In the chaos, the glass broke. No.
76.
76. All right.
How
see
do you
what
spell
that means.
world ender?
Okay. So as you're sitting there, and it works. You start cleaning him off, and he looks impressed as you start casting magic. But as you are cleaning him off, your hands start glowing incredibly brightly, and you can see the phaedrus just lighting up, and you just immediately glow with this huge 30-foot radiance that threatens to blind anyone that is looking at you.
Hey, Liam, could you turn?
Hey.
We've already got the other.
So
super bright-
I'm looking at
He's
Dawnbringer
like,
going, what are you doing?
Yeah, like
What are you
dude.
doing? Stop
Actually, no.
that.
That's a
Dawnbringer
good
says,
point.
I can't see.
I'm gonna say, Taston, could we tile it down a little?
I'm
bit?
trying. trying to turn
Meanwhile,
it down.
we cut out to Bupido back in the corridor, and he sees this massive flash of light coming. Like, that seems about right.
Yeah, that's them. That's them. Oh my
That
god.
lasts for a minute.
So I'm just so, sir, maybe you could inform us.
He says, "Very, very dangerous cast in here." Oh,
It's you're a wizard.
yes,
That's why he knows it's bad.
bad for me. Bad for me.
Right. While he's blinded, I want to try and pickpocket him.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Do I get
You're both
advantage on
blind,
that
so it's a
'cause
wash.
he's- I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
so it's
can I
flat.
just win this? That's a good roll, anyways. Where's my sleight of hand? That is sleight of hand, right?
It is. This is
So,
definitely sleight of
yes,
hand.
that's 17.
Okay.
Anything? Does he even have anything on him? Like just kind of.
He does. Well, so yeah, he does. So you go for the pockets and things like that, of course, first, and you find and you're just grabbing some stuff right now. You feel some what are probably components or trinkets or something that you pocket real quick.
I'm sorry. 1 second.
Okay.
Actually, I need a quick break. So,
Okay.
Pause for pickpocket.
yep. Be right back.
Pickpocket break.
I need to go steal something.
Someone at the
Sorry,
door?
something was knocking at my door. I think it was actually one of those super giant cicadas, but
Oh,
might have been a person. It was possible, so I wanted to check.
If the cicadas are that large.
They are this freaking big.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Kong, kong.
we went for a quick pickpocket break, so we'll be back in a second.
What do I get out of them?
So you get some trinkets that you grab. Obviously, you can't see what they are right now, but they feel solid. Kind of a little slimy though. Let's see. I do
If
have
I could
stuff
steal
in
his
here.
book, that would be hysterical because I would rob him.
He didn't have one on it. You didn't see one.
Oh, he's a sorcerer. Interesting.
No,
Or he just doesn't
maybe.
cast.
He just not want to carry around a huge spell book with him. You do. So here's a question. Are you going for just like pocket stuff? Or are you going for actual like things like on fingers and around the neck and that sort of stuff?
No, just pockets for this.
Okay. Yeah. So you basically grab a bunch of trinkets, maybe component stuff. I mean, it feels or at least similar to things that Liam carries around.
Okay.
So you may have just picked his pockets of components and such.
Okay. Well, that's okay. It'll make him less casty.
And that is how you disarm a spellcaster in combat.
Yeah. I still like the break hands idea. I'm dead serious. If you break their hands and you break their jaw, what are they going to do?
Well, I mean, nothing, but
Yeah.
I don't want to set that precedent.
Yeah, that's
okay.
it's a dark path.
I look at the guy and I say, "Hold still for a second. I need to test a hypothesis," and I break his jaw. I break his hand.
That's the wait. For science?
Yes, for science.
Hold on. Stand still while I torture you.
I know.
It's not torture. I'm just breaking his jaw and his hands.
That sounds like a drow tactic, sir.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not
Clearly.
a drow. I'm too short to be a drow. God, get your eyes checked.
No, this is like everybody's like, oh, that sounds like a Nazi thing.
Oh, for God's sake. Listen, it's not a Nazi thing. I'm just trying to prevent him. Look, you don't get wigged out when you take an axe out of a warrior's hand, right? It's the same thing.
I'm pretty sure Hitler picked things up too. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Gotta go with that one. Yeah. Chances are good.
I like how the chat is completely like non-commentary here. They're just like, no, we're done. I just cost you all your viewers, Guido. I'm sorry.
Actually, speaking of Liam, please make a wisdom save.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're right next to this hole, aren't we?
Yeah.
Couldn't be much closer.
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
Get a 1.
Which I think
Amuse
fortunately
me.
you're good at.
Just amuse me.
16.
16. Okay. That is. So you feel some fuzziness in your mind. Like obviously something tried to attack it from nearby. Maybe the portal, who knows? But you ward it off. It's like warding off a headache you feel coming on.
So I'm going to ask the guy, what's with the hole?
This is still, going that is a portal trying to open.
It's not super big. Why are you trying to open it?
Research power. Why else?
I mean, that's totally valid. I feel you. What would you need to open it more, I wonder?
More power.
More power. Huh.
The blindness kind of wears off at this point.
I was going to say, I like to think that during this conversation is when I'm actually picking all the components out of his pockets and just...
Right as the light goes back to normal.
Yeah. So it's still bright because Dawnbringer is still going... Bzz.
Yeah, so it's still bright. But, thankfully now Dawnbringer seems less bright in comparison, which is something.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that was very unpleasant. Thank you, Dawnbringer, for going back to normal.
I need to see something real quick.
Oh, God. I'm not evil, but if I was an evil character, you know what I'd do right now? I would reverse pickpocket the jar back into his pocket, and then a very specific punch to shatter it while it's in his pocket.
Wow.
Teston, you get a telepathic message from Dawnbringer.
Well, the dwarf.
Kill the dwarf. Kill the dwarf.
No, it actually tells you exactly what happened.
Okay.
And it says he has demonic artifacts, demonic trinkets. I saw them pulled from his pocket. We must slay him, cleanse him.
Oh my God.
And when you say him, that's the wizard or
so
that's
hard to be
Mark?
nice here.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Right.
I've been trying for
I'm
sessions
specifically the wizard. He's an evil presence.
What's with the Netherese thing? I mean, I haven't heard of a Netherese, and actually, I don't remember if my character knows about the Netherese. But from what Liam told me with his successful history check, I don't feel like the Netherese have been around for centuries at this point.
So the guy still rubbing his eyes looks a bit hurt.
Look, nobody
says,
likes Netherese, okay?
He says, "No. After the fall, not many of us left. No. I still continue my research here. Have to keep it up, but
you decided after the total destruction of your civilization, you decided to go into the Underdark, and then research demons.
Well, no, researching demons before Underdark was not my decision. No.
So what do you
Val.
what do you want with Jubilix?
Oh, great source of power and very unnoticed. Very unnoticed. No one pays attention to Jubilix.
I'm going to say
Jubilix doesn't pay attention to Jubilix.
Tell me about it. Just really quick, just as an aside. In Elven, tell me about it.
Says, well, Jubilix is one of the more powerful lords I found, and really doesn't care if people tap its potential. Well, that's why it's an incredible source of arcane energy, especially since we've lost our main batteries when they fell out of the sky.
What do you think about all this, Liam? You're the mage. Like, what's your feel here? You're awfully quiet back there. You rubbing your hands together, thinking, "Yeah."
I don't understand anything you're saying because you're talking in Elven.
That's why I don't
I
say
only said
anything
the
either.
one line in Elven. I only said the one line in Elven.
Oh, I figured he was responding to you in Elven too.
Oh, that's
so.
fair.
Right.
I assumed he was in common. Is he?
No, he didn't in common.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
So, Liam, are you back there rubbing your hands together in glee at the idea of, like, give me a mage's perspective. I punch things, you know.
Personally, I don't think that tapping Jubilex for power would be the best idea, but he is right. Jubilex doesn't really pay attention to things in the physical realms.
See, old saying, he gets it. Yes.
All right.
In
I
fact,
think this guy's
wizards
legit.
get it.
We should let him live and not kill him.
By the way, you did this, and he points at Mark and motions to Liam. You did this?
What?
Infusion, you did this?
Oh. No, that wasn't me.
Oh.
He came like that before I knew him.
Oh. Who did this?
Not the guy out in the hallway.
No, and I didn't help him.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
You not help? You're not Netherese? He's pointing at you.
Yes, you do
Castor.
have the sword.
Not
got 2 butts in a row,
specifically,
you
no.
No.
You're getting famous.
He looks a bit disappointed.
3 bots in a row.
Oh no.
4
Wow.
bots. Uh-oh,
Oh,
there's
no.
flooding in now. There's a 5th one. Wow. I'd say hi bots, but they're not there. It's
No.
just...
Suddenly a bunch of identical clones burst into the room.
Oh no.
Go ahead and cast another
Oh,
spell.
another
Liam.
one.
Hey, you want to become famous?
Um,
But no, this guy looks like supremely disappointed upon learning some of these things, and says, "Oh, Netherese are gone from outside. Any Netherese left?"
I actually
that
do
we've
have
seen.
history. I have dwarven history. I don't know if that's
He says something in this different language, and then looks expectantly at everyone around you.
Can we any of us like piecemeal that from something?
Not a language you've heard before, but you can make an investigation check if you would like.
I mean, so I just noticed I do actually have a bonus to history as part of my backstory.
Okay, history would work as well.
Okay, so I'll take that. Which is that's a really good roll. That's
18.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good too.
That's a 22 for me.
Wow, Liam.
21.
And I'll
Wow.
roll for Ront. He
Ron's
literally
gonna
rolled
get
a
it.
natural
Ron's
1, so
gonna
this
get
all
it.
checks out.
Okay.
Yes.
Over there, he's tasting some of the slime. He's like,
God.
So all 3 of you, so you don't know what he says, but you are pretty sure he just said something in, not specifically Netherese, but a form of High Netherese, which is called Loras. This is something where you're like, oh, I recognize that one specific word, therefore this must be
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't actually speak Loras. I
He says,
apologize.
Oh, never heard up on the surface?
I mean, we recognized it. Obviously, we don't speak it.
Yeah, I mean, never anyone using an active conversation, though.
Listen, I'm just trying to help this poor guy out from his obvious depressive suicidal cycle until
What?
He looks depressed, and he says, well, what point in continuing research, then, if Netherese left?
Well, there's other people, there's other things. You could be the last of the Netherese, the last starfighter.
He looks even more depressed now.
You are the very last of your kind, and you should give me everything you own.
Wait, what?
Especially all your demonic knowledge.
What is it that you're hoping to determine with the research?
Alternative source of energy. New battery. We lose our batteries that were floating in the sky. We need new energy source. And he points at Don Burgundy and says, not unlimited. Limited power source. Need a new power source.
If this guy started the whatever the actual event is, the madness of the abyss, I'm gonna laugh.
I don't know.
So if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, you're trying to channel energy from the abyss into a battery or energy source. Am I getting that correct?
Kind of.
Okay. Side note, out of game. This is literally the plot of Doom 2016.
Yeah, I know.
Just throwing that out there.
What they call Argent. That's it. It was
Yeah.
Argent energy.
Yeah.
Argent
I'm like, wait a minute. I need a shotgun if we're going to do this.
And I don't want to spoil Doom Eternal, but it comes up in Doom 5 as well. Very, very predominantly.
He says, well, maybe alternate idea.
Actually, if you don't mind my jumping in here, sir, would it be possible for you to try and channel, show off what you've got and channel energy into, say, a person?
Infusion possible, yes. You already infused though.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like more, you're trying. You don't fill up a battery to 1% and then you're done, sir.
Very, very, very dangerous.
I don't know.
Without knowing who did this, I don't know.
Listen. I can break your hands and your jaw, or you can infuse me.
Then
with
how do I help?
power? Take your pick.
I
can just eat the room if I have to, sir.
Wait, what?
Very dangerous. Very dangerous if I do this now.
Why now, as opposed to any other time?
I need research. Need to study.
Yeah,
I didn't do this. I don't know how.
Did Netherall fall? Hang on. How many centuries have you been down here?
How
long? Actually, no. I'm going to ask straight up. How long have you been down here? I want to know if there's some time distortion going on.
He thinks for a second and he says, "Follow," and he goes over to the table over. I need to get a token to represent him. Just where he is.
I just mentally sort of assuming he's still in my, the fireman thing this
Oh,
whole
well,
time.
this
whole conversation is just.
Will you let him down? He points at the desk.
Okay, yeah, I'll let him down.
Right, he's gonna be a Smurf Devlin right now.
Okay.
He goes over to the desk and he flips open one of the books and he starts going to the very beginning of it. He looks through a couple other ones, goes to the very beginning, and then he goes, he does a quick mental calculation and he turns around and says, many centuries.
You've been you need more research, and you've been here for many.
Well, no. Your infusion different than my infusions.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more. Except I don't know anything about that.
That's what research is for.
Yeah. So you want to research on me, is what you're saying?
Oh, maybe you want to stay here
for centuries. No,
we don't have
are
that
a
kind of
little
time.
busy. We're running out of air too. Do you know another source of air down here? We're kind of airlocked at the moment. There's flooding.
Oh. He points at the portal. No.
Okay, guys.
Perfect. We're out of here.
Here we go.
So he starts walking over here to look out his door.
You do know the game is called Out of the Abyss, right? Not Into the Abyss.
Okay.
He looks down the hall. Meanwhile, there's water just going.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're still dripping down here. I assume, is our golem friend still trying to push through here, by the way?
As far as you know.
Oh, my God. Okay. I haven't heard
for the first time he looks around, he doesn't look like sad. He just looks disappointed.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Listen,
yeah, exactly.
That was not us, I think. It was actually me, but let's not get into the specifics on that. I thought there was something demonic, and I tried to break it, and it didn't work out.
Look, there were these things that were on the ceilings. They had hooks. We thought it was all bad.
They're not there anymore.
He thinks for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, You know what? This is while he's thinking. This is probably a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and rush down here with my monk speed
Okay.
and see what the hell's going on with the earth elemental and I can't remember his name, Glubagol or whatever. Glabagol.
Yeah, so the earth elemental is still going through it. It's like missing parts of its arms.
Oh my god, are you okay?
It's not okay.
I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this.
It's still digging through this. It's doing it. It's just not having an incredibly pain-free time of doing it.
I mean, that. Can I assist? Is there anything I can do to help out here? I guess I have magical fist. I could just try to punch through.
You can try.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I'll help you out, buddy. Here, take 5. Take 5. Rest those arms.
All right. Meantime, back here. Yeah. It doesn't feel that great on your fist either. It's not like obviously having the same effect, but you're like this. Oh,
this hurts.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he goes over there. He's studying Ront a little bit, like he's a little bit weirded out that there's an orc in here. And
So-
Ron is, I mean, Ron's still like just sitting here like licking slime.
Oh God, it's so gross.
He seems to be off in another world right now.
I should fascinate him as well then, because I'm a half-orc wizard.
That's true. That's true. He does ask you where you learn.
Where did I learn? I
gonna
thought
say,
I had a
let
note.
Let me check my degree real quick.
Yeah. Hang on, let me.
Here's my
I just-
transcript.
I keep the diploma in
University
the
of
bag,
Phoenix. What?
fully laminated.
Got my degree online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is.
Phoenix University.
Yeah. I have no idea where I learned. Somewhere.
Okay. You tell him the name.
Yes.
He obviously, does not know this place. It's probably founded after he was down here.
I'll describe like regionally where it is.
Okay. Okay, and he's nodding along, and he stops and asks you a couple of basic questions about the weave. And you can tell he's trying to figure out what the basis of your study was. Like, is it based on this, founding principles of magic, or is it based on this other one? You can tell he's trying to kind of figure out what the Nethery's influence on this was.
Oh.
It's like, are you learning like the Nethery's way or a different way?
So conjuration was the school.
Okay, yeah, he starts listing off. He's like, oh, so conjuration still school. Okay, good. And he says like transmutation, yes. Abjuration, yes. And he gets to chronomancy.
Heard of it.
Oh, no longer taught?
It's not as popular as it used to be.
Oh, I see. I'm going to see something interesting.
Certainly.
We have chronomancy here. And he starts hopping over to this sheeted thing on the floor, and he motions for you to, come look at this. And Ron just kind of like goes over there, and he's finished licking the slime off. He's like, it's okay. And he pulls the sheet off of this thing, it's kind of like goopy and slimy, and you see underneath it there is a partially constructed black obelisk that is almost a dead ringer for the one that you saw in Blinkenstone.
I think we could kill him now.
Yeah.
He says, see? Chronomancy.
Wait, what did he say?
He says, chronomancy, see?
What
Very
does it do?
Oh, very, very useful. If there is big accident, no more big accident. Reset. Would have been very useful if they worked a long time ago, but here we are.
We saw one of these recently down in what race was that for Bling and Stone?
The deep gnomes.
The Deep Gnomes, right? We saw one of these recently down in a city of Deep Gnomes. They it appeared that something went wrong with it, though.
Oh yes. He thinks for a second. He says, "Yes, maybe old Weaver, original, would not work with what we needed it to do. So duplicate, replica. Netheries are very smart. Go ahead and make a wisdom save, Liam.
Save.
Yes.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a good
Natural 20.
Oh, jeez. You feel that poking at your mind again. Not invasion, but that almost splitting headache that you just stave off.
Can I tell where it's coming from with that?
I'll let you make an arcane check, because this is obviously a magical thing. That much you can tell.
Because, I mean, that would be a 27 for my save total.
Mm-hmm.
You said an arcane?
Yeah.
17.
17? Okay. You are pretty sure that you were just subject to a enchantment spell. And what's interesting about this is that you are pretty sure this is not, how do I put this? The difference between a wizard and a sorcerer casting a spell. As in, this is a natural magical effect going off that maybe some creature or object or something is able to do without even being noticed as the source. So this can't pinpoint the source because there is no source, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It just assaulted you, and like maybe something's doing it, but it is so powerful or has such an ability to hide itself that you're not able to tell. But you can tell it's definitely not a wizard doing this.
Do you have a problem with headaches down here?
He looks at you and he says, sometimes, yes. And he looks at and he points at the phasers and says, no, this bad sometimes. Very powerful, very helpful in research, but bad.
I'm gonna go look at the cages.
Okay. Yep. You see the little slime just kind of slowly moving about in place right there. The greenish slime with the bones in it. Ront comes up and he looks at it and says, think it'd be good to eat?
Probably not.
Well, just okay.
Assuming it's not.
Tastes like chocolate.
No, it does not. I'm gonna go ahead and check out this desk.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's some more writings on there, more research things happening, all written in this draconic script.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me either a perception or investigation test.
Okay. 16.
16? Okay. It's not so much the stuff on the desk that catches your attention. It's the fact that you look over at Ront and he's just staring at the slime. And Ront's like normally like absent-minded and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He is looking a little strange. Like he's actually like, I mean, he drools sometimes, but now he's like actually drooling. You're like, something's not right upstairs.
Okay.
Like he's not even following you because he's just kind of like staring off into nothingness. Meanwhile, back over here at the excavation, you're starting to hit a little bit of the more natural stone.
Oh, thank God. My
Yeah, I mean, it's
fists-
still very much intermingled with the bad stuff.
Oh.
Globule says, "It looks like you're doing it. Good job."
Thank you, Clavicle. You're honestly, I think you're one of my only friends at this point. The other guys,
Oh.
they don't get me. You know, I still have this thing in my backpack.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I was just thinking about smashing this. No, I'm not that stupid. I'm really tempted. I'm so tempted.
Pupido pops his head around the corner and says, "So, you want to tell me what's been going on around here?"
Oh my God, we found a Netherese mage and he's studying demonic energy, but he's been doing it for centuries, so he sucks at it. And he's just, I think he's actually like the dumbest Netherese mage I've ever seen.
How many have you seen?
Well, now hang on. There were the guys we killed, the undead guys.
All right, technically there was one other one that was undead in the wraith.
So yeah, there was the undead wraith guy who was smarter than this dude. I'm just saying. He's in the bottom half of Netherese in mages.
So you mentioned that Pupido's eyes widen and he goes back around the corner.
Whatever. I was hoping for a little bit of help, but sure, I'll just keep punching the rock.
Pupido enters the room. Like, well, this place is something. I tell you what. What'd you find over there? Oh, I don't want to jump on your sword. I'm sorry.
Come on, reverse.
We're not
There we
going to kill Bildis. Like, what did you find over there? And he starts not grabbing stuff out of your hand, but trying to yank stuff off of the desk. He's like, I can't read this.
It's all written in Draconic. I can't read it. Hey, Pupido, I think there's something wrong with Rond.
Huh? He doesn't normally look like that?
Well, not quite that drooly. No.
Oh. He looks up at the phaser. He says, well, that's probably the problem. Weak-minded. Yeah. And he goes back to looking at the books. I mean, you can go do something with him if you want. I'll collect all this.
Is he just straight up robbing the dude? Like I took his components, but he's just straight up walking around like, "Oh, that's mine." That's
he
mine.
totally rolled a natural 20 in his sleight of hand.
Oh wow!
He's not
he's
even
actually he's actually using Taston as cover to pocket stuff.
I'm an accessory.
Yeah, this little Darrow is like, I mean, like there's a huge shining light over there. So he's like, yeah, I'm totally gonna steal this. You could take it or run. Meanwhile, over here at the magic shop, he's talking in the limited vocabulary of common that he has about just, I mean, the various things that he's been working on. Some of it's understandable. Some of it he obviously does not have the words to actually express it in common. But he seems very intent in talking shop. He probably has not gotten to do this in a long time.
What other languages are you more fluent in?
Elvin.
Yeah, Elvin. He starts running through the list. There, you recognize Draconic. You recognize another reason one that it goes through. What else would he know? Of course, Elven.
Does he know Undercommon?
Let me see. He does, actually.
Okay.
It's an older version, but he does.
Okay. I will start conversing with him in Undercommon then.
Okay. Yeah, he's a bit better at this. You think he probably learned this quite a while ago. Maybe he ventured out more back then. But he's much more, he is much more fluent in this than common, strangely enough. He's been around here for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so he just starts talking about everything he's doing. He'll take you over to the desk to show you some various things. I mean, he seems intent on keeping you here a while to show you around the shop.
Yeah, I'm going to start looking at some of the books that he has on shelves and whatnot. And
okay. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's written in Draconic, but you learn from him that this is Draconic, but it is the script only. It's not actually the Draconic language. It is a Netherese language. The script is just Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel that headache again coming on.
Need another will
as
save.
Something assaults you again. Yes.
15 on the dice.
Okay.
So
You
more.
stave it off once again. This one feels a little bit different than the other ones. Like the other one was clearly in like some enchantment spell. This one feels like a direct psychic attack. Like it was intent on frying your brain.
I'm going to put the book down.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go check on our monk friend.
Okay. He looks kind of disappointed. Like he's only just gotten started. But he says, oh okay. I'll be here.
The Phasorus is giving me, it's starting to give me a headache. I'm going to need to, take a break.
I understand.
As I pass by Tassin,
Okay. I want to grab Bront and see if I can bring him with me.
Okay. Yeah, he seems to snap out of it when you like, kind of grab him. And he follows you just kind of like before, but you notice he's actually like stumbling over stuff, like he's having trouble walking.
Okay.
Almost like he forgot how.
Bupido, come on.
He says, huh? But there's still some other stuff.
We'll come back.
All right. He he's a little, I mean, he's a small creature, so he's a little full, so he shoves a few things into your pocket as you're going.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll worry about this later. All right, and then...
All right, and you come out here. Meanwhile, back here, you're still
My
making your
fist's
way through
bleeding
this.
at this point.
They're pretty cut up.
Oh god.
And the Earth's elemental would be cut up as well, except he's made of rock, so he's kind of just
He's
got
the
like
equivalent of cut up. Yeah.
yeah. But you're making it through, and I'm not gonna erase this because it'll erase the entire wall and map. But you're starting to break through to some normal stuff now.
Oh, thank God, we're almost friggin' there.
Merrick, come here. Come here for a second.
Oh, what's up?
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like kind of a pointless thing. Like, nope, let him bleed. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I mean,
it take a moment to rest.
It heals it over. I mean, it's not so bad that it's. I mean, it's still sore, but all the bleeding is gone. The skin's repaired. Everything.
Do you have mending?
no.
I don't think so.
I was going to suggest it for the earth elemental.
Oh, unfortunately, I think Cure Wounds actually works.
Oh,
on it.
I actually do have mending. It's a cantrip.
Well, whatever would work in the earth elemental, I'm going to suggest that because I'm going to mention he's as bled as I am. It's not as obvious, but he's as bleeding as I am.
Yeah.
It says, okay, yeah. If DM will allow it, it does say in an object. So I don't know if the object is golem or if they're considered an actual being, and that wouldn't work.
So they're considered elementals. So things like healing spells do work on them because they're creatures.
Okay, so I'll just heal him then.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe this is the first time you healed elemental before, who knows? But it literally regrows, quote unquote, some of the stone on him. And
So
he's,
weird.
yeah, I mean, it's obviously he's a big tank of hit points. He's lost a few. But it definitely helps. And it says something in its rumbly earth elemental language. And keeps on digging with renewed vigor. Godgul says, I think he's glad for that.
Yes.
So while we're digging, I'm going to turn and say, so what do you think we should do about crazy cuckoo pants over there?
Well,
So there's definitely something going on in that room.
Man,
I could feel mental attacks
Ooh, that's not good.
I'm not sure if they were coming from him or something else in the room, but there's definitely something evil in there.
Well, what do you think, guys?
We could go in and just kill all the slimes and see if that fixes the problem. The phasers is also a problem. The portal's also a problem. That said, if we don't have another way out, I know this is a bad idea, and I know it is as I'm saying it. Do we want to try and tear the portal open more so we can go through to at least get out of here?
I mean, if we are actually stuck down here, I do actually think that would be better than suffocating to death here.
I mean, it's not ideal.
So
That's not really how I wanted to mount a rescue mission.
Udo says,
They
if you
talked
could do
about
that,
last
that's probably a
resort.
one-way ticket.
yeah.
Like, you go there, you don't come back.
But if we stay here, we suffocate.
I mean, there's some things worse than death. That's all I'm saying.
That is true. And I was
Well, yes,
actually
but
thinking that
none of
too.
us are going to step into Gobbledygook over here, so...
So hang on. Are you
No offense, buddy.
suggesting It's
Oh, none taken.
yeah. If we wanted to die Glow, we're going your route. So you're suggesting we go in and just start wrecking the place, and if the mage attacks us, then we follow logical progression.
I mean, if he's evil...
Well, I think if he's evil or not, he'd probably attack us if we start wrecking his lab.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
True.
I would.
What do you think, Liam? You're the mage.
No, he's absolutely right. If
So
if you're going in there and wrecking the lab, doesn't matter if he's evil or not. He's going to retaliate.
that then brings us to the core question: what do we do about him?
So I can cast... I mean, hopefully if I'm far enough away from the phasers, I can cast Detect Evil and Good and see what its intentions are.
Oh gosh, that's
Sadly, I think that's not such a bad idea.
That ship has sailed.
Well,
okay.
I mean, is it something? Okay, player question.
Yeah.
The character would know. The player
Yeah.
doesn't. Is detect good and evil something that you can target, or is it like an area of, like an area of effect type?
It's an area of the... So here's how it works. It's a 30-foot radius from you. Lasts 10 minutes concentration, and it lets you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within there, and where it's located. So you can pinpoint it within that radius.
Oh, okay.
And also it lets you know if there's something that's like consecrated or desecrated. In this instance, obviously it'd be desecration, and that same thing. So it won't tell you if they're evil or good, despite the name of the spell.
Well, that's useful.
Because it doesn't function like detect alignment anymore, is the thing.
Okay.
Is in 5th edition they changed a lot of these things to detect certain types of creatures rather than alignment. However, if he's one of those creatures and is like disguised or something like for example, if he's an Arcanolith, it'll let you know.
How about if he's a mimic?
He's a mimic. No, because those aren't in. Well, hold on. Actually, mimics might be in there. I don't actually know what creature type mimics are. I think they're monstrosities. Yeah, so they would not.
Okay. All right. Well, at least I can check that. So best estimation of how close I can get without being in the phasers.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you could just cast it out here, last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just walk in.
Yeah, but the 30-foot radius, I guess if I center it around myself and then amble on back, yeah, that would work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Okay.
moves. So.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Start bebopping my way back.
Yeah, you're sloshing through some of the water now, and
It's not good.
like it's going to take a while to filter down this entire place. But it's like
It's still happening.
like, Mom, there's something wrong with the basement. That kind of
Yep.
water right now.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, Bubido's going to follow a little bit behind, because he's obviously curious to see what's going to happen here. Yep. So you go in there. You see, he's He's looking through his desks, obviously looking for things that have been taken.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, where did I leave? Oh, he's not right there. Where did I leave this stuff? And he seems to almost like just sense you guys who come in here, and he says, "Oh, hello. Oh, not Netherese. Yes.
So why did you assume I was Netherese as I'm still walking towards him?
He points at Dawnbringer and says, "You have Netherese weapon. You a holy man."
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. What do you know about Dawnbringer?
Oh, just familiar.
Damn it. Stumbled.
Yeah, it's holy weapon. No, sun weapon. So you're within 30 feet of him.
Okay.
He is... So he's not detecting it as... Well, he's not detecting it as any of the creatures specifically, but I will give you this. There is a fiendish taint on him. But you can tell he's not like a fiend.
For comparison, how do I look?
Very, 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 very slight fiendish taint. Not nearly as strong as his,
So
though.
less than him. Interesting.
Yes, for sure less than him.
Huh. Do you tell me that, Teston?
As I pass by, I could say, yeah, it looks like the ritual is still keeping you intact, but you are tainted.
But
Like
less
only-
than tainted than him, which is interesting.
Okay. Like only clerics and paladins and stuff would probably even be able to tell, and only by using specific abilities. And even then, it'd be more like you stink a little bit. You know?
Okay.
You need a soul shower is really what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
Okay. God, I
I
finally
mean,
think it. So what's our judgment then?
So can I do just a religion knowledge check to see if casting remove curse would remove some of the taint from him, or if that's even like if that's going to be possible or way beyond my ability?
Sure.
19.
19? Okay. Probably not. It's not like a proper curse.
Okay.
It's a little more like in, I'm going to say a buff. That's not exactly right, but it's a little more innate than just a magic effect you can strip off.
Okay. So it's a status condition more than a...
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's a feature, not a bug.
We'll take care of it in the next service pack, we promise.
But he asks, man, he points at Dawnbringer and says, I can look? Dawnbringer says in your head, no.
Gonna actually check back in with my friends here real quick. I will be back in just a moment.
Okay, please make a wisdom save. As you turn to leave, you feel something like poke at your mind.
Sorry, wisdom save.
Everybody here is really good at wisdom saves. That's the one downfall.
24.
Yep.
Like that's my
Okay.
highest stat. So I feel that I
Feel poke at your
immediately cast Sanctuary.
Okay, please roll on the wild magic surge table.
I was gonna say
Fantastic. It's just reflex like, oh shit,
Yeah.
something's trying to attack
No,
me.
I got it. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, so I need to roll a percentile.
Yeah, because that was
we're down the
definitely...
hallway. So what happens next from our perspective is no.
Kaboom!
We'll see what happens.
Cut you out of the room. You just see explosion.
Heck happened.
I took care of it, guys.
77.
77.
Problem solved.
Yep.
Yeah, it just solves itself.
Oh, no.
Tassin's gone.
So your sanctuary goes off.
Uh-huh.
But please make another wisdom saving throw against your own spell DC.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. That seems bad.
As you see, like, the phasers just, like, twist around you when this happens. And he says, oh, no.
14. I made it, or sorry, I was going to say 14, but it's actually 17. I thought I only made it by 1, but I made it by 3.
Okay. So, yeah. You feel almost like the effect. Yeah, did you just read it? It would have been so good. Yeah, so you feel something just almost trying to alter your form, like just fueled by your spell and the twist.
Can I know what it was going to do? I'm just curious if you failed the DC.
It says you cast polymorph on yourself.
Oh! Oh, no! No.
But you resist it because everybody's really good at wisdom saves.
Good.
Wow.
That's good.
Sanctuary is up. You see his eyes like wide when all that phaserous stuff happens. And he says, "Oh, very careful. Please be very careful. Very, very careful."
Slowly back out of the room.
Yeah, he backs up too.
Opposite corners. Yeah. Okay, so that happened.
What happened, Tassin?
Well, he seemed really interested in checking out Dawnbringer. He's got a heavy amount of demonic taint on him. Also, I took some sort of psychic attack and wasn't thinking straight because I was taking a psychic attack and cast Sanctuary, and something bad almost happened, but thankfully didn't. So, yeah, something going on with that room, not just the phasers. And I should know better than to cast magic in that close proximity, and I did it anyway.
Maybe it warded off something else.
I pulled a Liam. It's a maneuver now.
So I'm hearing we should just go in there and like that's what this just keeps gravitating towards. Are we, like you say, he's heavily demonically tainted? Obviously, you can't tell if he's actually a demon, or maybe you can tell and he's not actually a demon.
Well, your spell confirmed that he's not like a demon, just
Yeah.
tainted.
He's just
Yeah, he might be a contract boy, if you know what I mean.
Unless he's using a magic aura to throw it off. You do know that is like the ultimate defeat all, but
He would know.
I mean, if he's old enough and he's powerful enough.
yeah.
He's only been here for centuries.
Right. And which is hilarious to me as a human.
Yeah. He's only been hanging out in this freaking hellhole
Forever.
for centuries at this point.
He never got the message to stop quarantine.
Oh,
Man.
textual.
I mean, kind of actually. But
Yeah.
But in total sincerity, we do need to make a judgment call on this guy, and I do think we should decide to do something about him.
I hear from down the hall. Where are my books?
We need to do something quickly. Apparently.
Okay.
I have to derail us for just a moment because it was hilarious in my mind. I have invented a maneuver. I'll be famous in restaurants.
Yes, it'll be great.
For those that get the joke.
So,
Sorry.
So is there a conventional way to destroy phasers? And please don't say fire.
It would work.
Fireball.
Yeah, no.
Right.
It's
Again, that's a magic spell that...
Look, you need to think outside the fireball?
Mhm.
Yeah, just think outside the fireball, you know.
Lightning bolt.
See?
Yeah.
He's on board. We got this, okay? Just go in there and open up with a lightning bolt unprovoked on this guy.
Yeah.
It'll go well.
So, I know, Liam, you've done like some cursory research into this back in Blingenstone. So Phaserus is stupid powerful. It's kind of like we're talking about like fundamental magic that shaped the world kind of powerful.
So destroying it's a great idea.
Maybe possible, but we're talking about some like, natural wonder, god tier like type of stuff. At the very least, to do it effectively as far as you know. Now, maybe with further research or with enough powerful casting of certain things, yes, but as far as your knowledge goes, that's what you're working with.
Honestly, I think destroying the Phaserus is a bit out of our range.
Okay. So it's like hitting a uranium core with a hammer.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So here's an odd thought. Is the reason why the portal won't open more because the Phaserus is basically pressing it back in so much?
Make an Arcana check, if you like.
Well, that's going to be fun. 'Cause yeah, my Arcana is 0.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. 19. I don't know why I rolled that, but sure. I have no Arcana knowledge like that.
Well, Liam, you suspect that probably won't be the case. If anything, it may be enabling this to happen. But as far as pressing it back, probably not. If it's functioned like you suspect it has been in the previous instances, it's probably more of a power source than anything else.
More than likely, it's actually encouraging the creation of the portal.
So here's another dumb thought. Would it be possible to potentially recreate the ceremony or operation we did to stabilize Merrick to be able to use that power and drain the portal like we did before with me and Bubido? Like do a ritual.
I'm sure Mark would like that very much.
I know.
Mark would
That's
love
why I
that,
hesitate to really bring it up, but
Like, Mark would be totally cool with that.
Bubido says, I'm sure we could recreate it, maybe.
I'm not sure the Netherese in there would appreciate the closing of the portal that he's...
I mean, we can just we already have killing him on the table at this point, you know. It's already there, just staring at us, waiting for us to pull the trigger.
Bubido says, if I'm going to be honest, it'll probably be a better life than he has right now.
Yeah, I mean, this guy has just been sitting here in this room studying demons for
He's
centuries.
obviously on autopilot right now.
Yeah, there's not really... Let's just put this guy out of his misery and kill him and take his stuff.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
wait.
Okay, maybe not take his stuff, but you get my point, right? Like, this guy...
Straight up kill him.
I mean, almost anything we do to interact with this place that does not involve simply leaving is going to involve killing him.
Okay. Well, we should at least take care of the slimes that are in there since this is a room. I still don't understand the tie on the door to the room of Jubilex.
Yeah.
Like this is a summoning room, which sounds also bad.
Yeah. There are layers of bad, and we are examining them as we go here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's... you know what? Hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back into the room. I'm gonna... Right, there we go.
Okay.
Do I make it will save?
No, he's actually just to the right of the door. He's poking through some stacks of supplies.
Oh, did you miss something?
I'm missing very many things.
Oh, that's weird. And I'm gonna like kind of move up to help look with him.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I want to basically like casually rest a hand on him. I want to see if I can absorb any of his demonic energy directly.
Okay.
What am I rolling? It's a great roll. So tell me what I got.
Okay, Shang Tsung.
Your soul is mine. No,
Right.
Yeah. It would be a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. So that's 19 plus 3, which is 22.
Okay. Yeah, you touch him. You get a little bit. This is nowhere near Demon Lord type stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I doubt I even get a charge for this.
No, not really. Not with just touching him. But you feel when you touch him a mental assault, like a sharp pain in your forehead that quickly dissipates.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll say out loud. That just didn't mean that. I apologize.
No, it's okay. He looks worried now.
Oh, and I'm like deliberately social distancing now from him.
You know, he said,
Sorry
but
about
he
that.
looks at you with like a concerned look, and he says, "Why your friends take my stuff? Why?"
What? Actually, this is an interesting point. Do I know Bupido has taken us? I was punching at a wall for several minutes.
Yeah.
I might literally be in the dark on this.
No, you probably because he'd have the stuff on him when he came in there.
Okay,
But
so
he returned with a bunch of stuff he did not have before.
gotcha. So he's, dude, I don't know. I don't even know who took your stuff. Okay, well that's not true. It's probably Bupido.
And he almost an answer to your your thought. He says, "It was probably the small one."
It was
Darrow-
it was probably him. I don't know. Do you
Darrow
want me to
always
try to get
doing
your
things
stuff
like
back?
this.
I'm gonna try to get your stuff back.
He-
Hang on. I'll be right back. And I just start walking out.
Okay.
Hey, Bupido. You want to go steal
What?
more of his stuff?
Yeah.
No, hang on. Like, are any of those artifacts? Is this just research materials?
Oh yeah, I guess you probably can look at those at this point in time.
Yeah. What'd you get?
Okay. So there's a couple of things. Because one of them looks like an arcane focus. You've seen these before. It's very old, but it's it's like a focusing crystal, right?
Okay.
Wizards, spellcasters have these all the time. There's a couple of slime-covered objects in there that look like they are. One of them is a ring that looks of Netherese design. There's a couple other trinks that look like Netherese, and they're almost just like art objects, like paperweights and stuff you might see on the desk that were just shoved in his pocket. And then you see a few things that don't make a whole lot of sense, like hair clips and stuff.
There's like this Nickelback CD in here. I don't know.
There's Nickelback CD. You even see something that looks like it's like of drow design. Like it's all spidery and stuff. It looks like he just has a random pocket of some of his stuff and then a bunch of other random junk that belongs to other people.
Huh. So it sounds like he's actually been robbing too. What a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I refuse to make this call solo. What's our judgment call here? What are we doing with this guy?
Art, say we kill him.
Shut up. Nobody cares about your opinion. I will break your jaw and your hand, sir.
You hear Globule says, "I say we kill him." I'm just repeating what I heard.
God dang it. Can't.
Umberger says, "I say we slay him."
Oh my God, Dawnbringer. You don't get a vote either. If you didn't want to slay me, I'd be more willing to listen to you, Dawnbringer.
Okay, so how about we tie him up and kill the slimes?
But what's the end goal there? Because as soon as we untie him, he's going to attack us. And if we
I
just
don't know.
leave him
I have a
tied,
hard
he's going to drown.
I just have a hard time just like killing him outright because he hasn't like done anything. Like he's tainted, but by that same token, you're tainted. So if we kill him, we should probably kill you.
Well, no, it's not the tainted
Yes,
part.
right thinking.
Dawnbringer, listen. I'm trying so hard to reach out to you. No,
Yep.
it's not the fact that he's tainted. I really feel like this is a diseased mind here who is advancing demonic research, which will not work, and has been doing it for centuries and has not worked. This is literally a mercy killing, in addition to the fact that if he succeeds, he will make things worse down here. We already have demons invading actively. Do you really want another portal?
No, we already have another portal. I get it. So, all right, let's do this.
Okay, so
We could
Give me a
see if he
second.
wants to come with us to wait. What's the next town that we were going to?
it's not a
Gracklestone.
bad idea, actually.
You see if he wants to come with us to Gracklestein.
Yeah, let's see how he reacts to that. So I'm gonna go back in. Give me like a minute, okay, guys? Give me some of the items back, just a couple, like the books or whatever. Not the artifacts.
He's like,
just the
no,
books.
no, they're mine.
Bupido. Does he give them, or do I have to actually?
No, he gives
okay,
you.
Okay.
He gives
So
you
I
like
take.
a pocket
So I'm
book.
going to go back in with some of the books. I'm like, here, I found a few of your books. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh.
Here, where do these go? I'll
It
help
was
you
the
shelve
Duro.
them.
I knew it. He points at the desk over here.
Okay, so I start, and I'm keeping distance, keeping nice. And I'm like, hey, so I've been thinking about this. You're studying demonic energy and trying to figure out new energy sources, right?
That's correct.
Has it occurred to you to come with us? Like, you're not a drow. You could just travel with us. There's no problems there.
Why would I leave my lab?
Well, see, so you could find other research, other information, other sources. You could branch out a little bit. I mean, there's only so much you can do in this room, dude.
Plus, it's flooding.
I wasn't
no
going to
reason.
mention that yet, but
I have insurance. No.
yeah.
But no, he doesn't look. You make a persuasion check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm being legit here.
Yeah.
This is I will be freely honest. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna kill him. But
You're gonna save you, or you're gonna die.
listen,
Yep.
I am legitimately trying to convince this guy because I'd rather go for the peaceful solution. Where the hell is my character sheet? Because this, oh my god, it's right here. So my persuasion's not bad. So that's gonna be 16.
16.
It's not
Okay.
a great roll, but
He does genuinely seem to think for a moment. Yeah, and he's kind of, you can tell he's thinking it over, as he'd like ask for his books back.
No, I'm helping him shelve them.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
I'm-
okay,
That's why I asked where they go, so I can help him shelve them.
okay.
Like, I'm making conversation and trying to make my case while I am physically helping him and get his stuff back.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
Oh, god damn it. This is why death is on so that I rolled a 19
Wow,
on the
everybody's
dice.
just blowing it out of the water.
What happens if we fail this at this?
Well,
he dies.
I don't know. Nobody's failed it yet.
Whatever. So that's a 22.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you feel that pang again.
You really hate the
As you're
idea of
shelving
leaving?
books.
Like, you don't have to leave. You can stay here forever if you
says
really want.
Here is. He says no. He says, I see what you mean, but here, look. This is why I am. I almost moved you. This is why I am cautious. And he goes back over and lifts that sheet up again with the black obelisk that is partially constructed, almost constructed underneath it. And he says, if all is wrong, if all fails, and he points to the obelisk and says, this will fix.
Right. But it's not finished yet, right?
No, almost.
Now, I just want to make sure I'm remembering correctly. We were getting mentally attacked by the last obelisk, right? Like, I went through it, if you remember.
You
No, it had the red
threw a
mist.
lizard through it, I think.
Yeah, we did.
We
But
did do
if you
that.
remember, I did actually like push all the way through it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. You did have. There was some sort of mental attack in there. That's true. Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. Definitely not the same type. You can tell.
Damn. I was really hoping for an out there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, guys, let's just take out the obelisk and that'll solve the problems here, right? Like, maybe it's got him enslaved is kind of the direction I'm thinking, Like, I really want to...
It was the red dust or something that was attacking
Yeah.
us.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
turning
that's right.
statues into more attackers.
He's not going for it.
Now, you can tell. You can tell he's. You know what? Make an insight check.
Okay.
'Cause you're-
I mean, we may be at the point of stagnant obsession here. Where's my insight? My insight is crap, isn't it? Yeah, it's just whiz. That's 17.
17.
Yep.
Okay. You can tell he probably already made up his mind before we even started talking. Like, he is so fixated on not leaving this place that it is almost to the point of, he's never going to.
So I'm...
You also, when you're looking at him, here's one thing you've noticed after talking with him for a little bit. He almost seems to be anticipating everything you're going to say and coming up with like the answer as if he's trying to tell you not what you want to hear, but he knows what you want to hear, but and he's able to answer in that way.
So he's like a PC in a BioWare game. Hang on, that conversation didn't go right. Reload.
Kind of. Almost like he can see all the options like in front of him, and he's like, okay, he might respond this way to it, and he does this.
Gotcha.
You've seen this before with people who are very, very good at reading other people, like diplomats and stuff, and also with people who have some like innate abilities to, for lack of a better term, read your mind.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask him point blank, what are you going to do about the flooding?
He says, I will survive even underwater.
You're undead? Like, no judgment. Just...
No.
But you got to breathe, dude. And the pressure, and it's going to get rid... All the slimes are going to just be dissolved. And
No. Myth will fix that long time ago. Why do you think I am so old? Immoral.
I mean, that's valid. I figured it was just because you exercise regularly and, ate good.
He points to the ring fit in the corner.
I knew it!
No. He says, no, I will be fine.
Okay.
Inconvenient, but fine.
Right.
He says, but thank you for concern.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about everything, and I'm just going to leave. Go out here. Okay, this guy is crazy. Absolutely bonkers insane. He thinks he's going to finish making an obelisk, which is going to reverse time if everything goes wrong. He refuses to leave. He's not going for it. Are we officially just leaving this guy here to drown to death and or start Hell Portal, or are we going to go in there and deal with it? At this point, I'm actually really 50-50 on this. This is a weird one. Liam, you've been quiet. What do you think we should do with this guy?
I'm worried he might be out of our league.
I don't think so, personally. Not unless he can cast through the Phase Rest.
I mean, speaking of which, if we go in there, I'm not going to be much use. If I can't cast.
That is valid. But
Same.
We've got a cleric who's got a sword. We've got a big old guy with an axe, and we got me. We do pound for pound have a lot of output here. That doesn't involve magic.
Oh, that sounds really cool and all that. Oh my god, it's so fucking whack.
Like, you can hear the guy in the background there. He can tell how whacked the situation is. I'm very torn on this. I, the player, am very torn.
Yeah,
on
so
this
same.
Yeah.
This is a weird one. I still have the jar. Just want to be clear about that.
Yes, I know.
It's just really important for no reason. Oh, sorry. Do we, Liam? You still have the book, don't you? The Draconic book.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Could I retroactively do something? Third.
Okay.
I want to roll sleight of hand
Oh,
on the
To
way
what?
out. Okay, that's a good roll.
are you going to steal the stuff back?
I want to steal the books back. Yeah, for
Okay.
Budo. So that's
Of course.
19 plus Dex, so just 22 again. I'm getting a lot of 19 rolls today.
Okay.
So 22 to re-steal the books.
I mean, he doesn't say anything on the way out, so where do you know?
Here you go, Bubido. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. He cracks it open again and says, like, I can't read but I just like looking at the pictures.
Oh my god.
We'll translate this. Don't worry. There's got to be a lot of valuable information here.
I'm sure. I mean, we can just bail. We can. And just leave this. We can't solve every problem, right?
Right, but bail where exactly?
Well, we've got this hole that we're almost done digging.
Yeah, it is getting about half and half as far as the rock mixtures go at this point.
And we do have a convoy that's actively waiting on us. Like, they had a wait until X and then
True.
bail on us order.
You still do have some time left for that.
And we have a new friend.
Yeah.
to go
Hello.
with.
So, is it possible? Okay, what is it possible to help with the digging with Dawnbringer without damaging Dawnbringer? It's not really that.
Dawnbringer's
kind
not
of thing.
really a digging sword. It just
Yeah.
like stores the rock.
Yeah. Okay.
So then when we punch it, ow, ow, thanks,
Yeah.
Tom. Rick.
So much better.
Appreciate it.
Ron can help actually. He's got a pick.
So yeah, like, where's Ron?
Ron right here.
There
Yeah.
Yeah, get up here, Ron.
You notice when he's digging, he's definitely uncoordinated. Like he actually has to stare at the pick for a second before he almost seems to figure out how to dig.
Does he have a curse on him? Like, as he said, he's been weird ever since he was in the room, and we know there's these mind attack things going on in there.
There's definitely no way that Ron could fail one of those.
I know, right? Ron,
The problem is I don't know how to heal that. I mean,
Medicine check if you'd like.
Sorry, what?
A medicine check.
All right.
he did eat the slime. That is valid.
He did that as well.
Not good.
Oh, did it come before or after?
23, not natural.
23. Okay. So he's exhibiting some classic symptoms. You've seen this in people before who've gotten blows to the head, things like that, basically some temporary disorientation.
It's got a wicked concussion.
Yeah, kind of. It's definitely magical. Like that much you know for sure. Unless for some reason Ron, slipped and hit his head when you weren't looking.
Slipped on the slime he was eating.
Yeah, and he's an orc, so that's probably even less likely to happen.
Okay.
So to cure conditions such as these, unfortunately, it's not as simple as just like a cure wounds. Generally, it requires either a greater restoration or a heal spell, like a straight up heal spell, or bed rest. Or when I say bed rest, a rest basically to wear it off, to heal naturally. Which you think that, given that it's Ront the Orc, could probably happen with a rest or two.
So lesser restoration wouldn't work. It would have to be something higher level than that.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, mental trauma is not easy to cure even with magic.
Hey, Ogre.
Okay. Would lesser restoration at least make it so it wouldn't get worse? Or is it just something like he needs to kind of push through and then we'll rest when we can?
Yeah, with that medicine check, you don't think it would help, but you don't think it's going to get worse on its own without it.
Okay.
Unless you just don't let him rest for some particular reason.
Yeah. You've got first watch and second watch and, well, really all watches.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we can get on out of here.
Okay.
I'll cast healing on those who basically are punching the wall.
Okay.
Golem or Mark.
I mean, unless you want to blow all of your healing magic in the elemental, he's just going to be hurt for a bit. Because he just has way too many hit points.
Did anyone ask this guy if there was another way out?
No.
I actually thought I did.
Well, he pointed at the portal, basically, but he's
Yeah.
kind of like, you asked if there was any other sources of air or something like that, and he was like,
Yeah.
no.
His response is, "Yeah, just go through the portal, dude. It'll be fine. What? No issues."
It doesn't get out much.
I'm just going to go back to the door really quick.
Okay.
And
Hey, real quick, is there another way out of here?
yeah, exactly. That's
No, actually,
exactly what I'm doing.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, he's collecting some, he's doing some stuff, maybe some research or something with one of the little oozes in here.
So I'm not sure if we asked earlier, but with the area slowly flooding and us not being able to survive under those conditions, is there another way out of here?
He says, down the hallway, there is an exit to the caverns. And he basically gives you the direction that you're going already pre-collapse.
Okay.
And he says, he points at the Phasirus and says, for Phasirus, teleportation, not so much anymore. Those are the only ways out that I know of.
Do you have anything that could deal with a cave-in?
He thinks for a second and he says, Not safely.
Well, when you
Maybe
say not
until-
safely,
well, not right now. Tomorrow? Would have to rememorize if I can find my book.
I'm not sure that the passageways will be clear by tomorrow. Well, it sounds like we're on the right path, so I'll take my leave.
Okay, I need to roll something real quick.
It's a will save attack.
No, I'm actually rolling percentile.
Instant death.
Keep in mind, I did not actually enter the room.
Oh no, I got you. This is not.
You step on a pressure plate as you're leaving. What?
Yeah. All right.
That's a good sign.
You see his skin start to turn a vibrant shade of blue. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Can we just go kill this guy? Like, honestly, these will
Well,
saves.
yeah, if he turns another color and does something, yeah, we might have to kill him.
I'm just saying,
And
this is just...
Liam, you see the sign that you recognize of somebody suffering a wild magic effect. That's the vibrant shade of blue. What is your save?
It's a 10.
Okay.
I think I finally failed the will save, guys.
Okay.
This is the first time I tried this one, and it actually worked the first time. Okay. So you are paralyzed as you come under the effect of a hold person spell. And he seemed to be able, you recognize that he is the source, thanks to that wild magic thing, but he used 0 components to actually do this. No verbal, no semantic, no material.
So I'm under a hold person?
Yes, and I think since we have 4 minutes left, we'll have to resume this next time because you'll get to make a save in the next 6 seconds again versus it.
Okay. Does hold person affect vocal cords?
Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
But yeah,
Use the buddy system. Damn it.
Yep, a paralyzed creature cannot move or speak.
but can they scream?
Yeah. Exactly. Good question.
It is a good question. It's a valid thought. I mean, there's ways of making you talk, and this is one
Right.
of them. You just.
Gosh.
But
Just
yeah,
as a side note, you have no idea how many per day uses I have blown through of certain things. You just keep saving over and over and over again versus.
Sigh. This freaking guy. We should have just killed him. Nobody listens to me. I see how it is.
You want to kill everyone.
That's
How is
not
that
true. That's not true. You see that slime over there? That's our friend right now.
Yeah, because you couldn't readily kill them.
That's. I mean, look. We could have made it happen. That's all I'm
Look,
saying.
this way everybody gets what they want.
You still get to have the slime in a jar. I'm not.
I
I'm not sure what Liam gets, but you know.
That's true. I get the slime in the jar. Dawnbreaker gets to kill him. Bubido gets to loot his place. Liam
And Ron gets to drool.
gets the magical
you know?
artifacts.
Well,
This is probably all magic gear.
There you
mage
go,
gear,
yeah.
Right. So
Based on how the wisdom saves have been going, I have a feeling you'll be free in 6 seconds. But,
yeah,
Probably.
no kidding. I'll just be like, boop, hey, thanks.
but there's a very
Guys,
important 6 seconds I have to do something.
Ham sandwich. Ham
Yeah,
sandwich.
I've been waiting for that call.
Yeah, we're just out there like, all right, he's fine apparently.
Yeah. Doesn't need us apparently.
All right, whatever. He's cool. We're cool. Everything's cool.
Oh, cool down here.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Frickin' guy.
All right.
What is he? Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll find out.
You may or may not find out next time. We'll see.
So speaking of which, 2 weeks.
Yep.
Mhm.
Assuming that Oregon is still.
I was gonna say, assuming I still have a place to live, yeah, I'll be back
It
in
is
2 weeks.
nice, you know, the lack of having to evacuate in the middle of the session was a good thing.
Yes, that's
Yep.
that's a plus. Or just
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.